Like, the wildest shit I seen was a guard let a nigga get off that motherfucking bus to come get ate up on eight, like literally in the laundry house. The gangster shit I ever seen in my life. Swear to God. That was a good one. That's one of my good memories. Another one, we had this nasty ass officer named Sergeant Flowers. Real nasty, dry ass wigs. Never forget it. She literally locked the whole compound down because she got in an argument with one inmate. Man, they hit that bitch with so many cans from the canteen. I don't think we ever seen Sergeant Flowers after that day. She might be there.
Well, they were throwing cans at her?
What? Busted right in the back of her motherfucking head.
Like whole Coke cans and Sprite cans?
Bam, head chucked the ass. Because we had to go in. Everybody walking back to the car.
All right, good afternoon. This is State of Florida versus Stephen Testa with multiple cases before the...
All right, Mootney, man, thank you so much for being on the pod. Go ahead and tell the viewers who you are, and not only just tell us your name, but go ahead and let us start with just hearing your story. How was your upbringing? And just give us the whole real brief childhood upbringing.
All right. My name is Mootney, former inmate Spikes S13220. Nah, but for real, y'all. In I went to prison. I got sentenced to 3 years for trafficking. It was a man sentence, no game time, no nothing. Day for day, I did my time. I got that sentence when I was 21 years old. I didn't get released from prison until I was 24. At the end of me turning 24. My upbringing was pretty much positive. I didn't have to do the things I did in life to go to prison. But, the streets let me different. So when I became a teenager, I got into selling drugs. And then, one thing led from the next, from weed to coke to, I can say that.
You say whatever you want.
Okay. From weed to coke to hard. And then, blues came out and I started doctor shopping and shit just took off from there. Bitch was trying to be a baby millionaire. And, I got caught up by trying to be too money hungry. All money ain't good money. So I got caught up by being too money hungry. And it took me away from my family for a few years.
All right, about the arrest that led to your incarceration, going to prison. What were the exact charges, and then how'd you get flipped? Was it a CI? Was it the FDLE? Like, what happened? How'd you get flipped?
My charges was a trafficking, oxycodone charge, and then 2 cell charges. So it was a CI who set me up. I sold to that CI numerous of times before him. We were friends, and then I guess he caught me up twice once he got put up in some shit, and then that third time was when the big dogs dropped down on me. And yeah, I went to and that's when I got caught up. I got a sting operation at a drive-thru.
Okay, and how much time did they sentence you to?
My first offer was 25 years. Wasn't finna fucking do it. I was only 21 years old. I'm not finna do more time than I lived. So I tried to fight the shit in the system. My second offer was 15 years. I ain't gonna lie. The way the streets was talking, like, your second offer is your last offer. You better take that. So I was really, really willing to take them 15 years until I ain't gonna even lie, to be honest, y'all, I got close with God. I started praying when I was fighting for my sentence. I started going to church because I ain't fight my sentence I didn't fight my charge from the inside. I bonded out and I fought my shit from home. So going to church, getting closer to people, understanding my worth, I was like, I'm not taking these 15 years. So, hired me 2 lawyers, broke his shit, all that doctor visit money, all that doctor shopping money went back to lawyers. So it wasn't smart. And yeah, and my lawyers got me. It's a thing called a man. When you traffic in the state of Florida, it's a minimum mandatory. They can't give you no less or no less than what the state requires, which is 3 years. It was my first real drug offense, so the judge let me take them 3 years.
All right, appreciate you for sharing that. Now let's go ahead and fast forward into your prison sentence. So boom, you just accepted a 3-year plea deal in the county jail. Go ahead and walk us through and just paint the picture descriptively. How was your first day going to an adult women's prison?
My story is so different from everybody else because, like I said, I fought it from the outside. So when it was time for me to sign my deal, sign my paperwork to go to prison or whatever, I kind of fucked around with the judge and was like, hey, my mama's sick. I can't go in right now. I need a furlough to stay out for a few days. Judge Roberts let me do that. Those 15 days I was out, head got loaded. I was on everything. Every drug under the sun, I was on that bitch. So when I went to jail, They was like, oh, you gonna be in here for a couple days and the bus come on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you never know. I was like, all right, it don't matter. I'm signed to 3 years so they can come whenever. Them bitches came in 2 days. 2 days. I sat in the county for 2 funky ass days, and the state bus came and got my ass. So it took me to Broward. Broward, it was like around this time Broward was closing down. They was trying to make it a center for ICE, like for people like immigration people. So I did my R&O at Broward. Soon as I got off the bus, which one though?
No, hold this up.
Oh, as soon as I got off the bus at Broward, had me some fresh ass county braids from this girl named what's her name? Damn, I can't think her name. Anyways, a girl from Prince from Sarasota County. What's fucking I can't think of her fucking name, but yeah, she did me some fresh ass braids. So when I got the prison bus, I thought I was that bitch. Man, them CEOs told me a new ass. As soon as I got off, made me take every braid loose. They did that nasty ass quail shit in my hair, made me bend over and cough, and just took all my human rights from me, like immediately. So I knew I was in prison. Like within 72 hours, that shit went from the streets, the county, prison. Like within 72 hours. So I couldn't believe it. I was just getting high, chilling. Now I'm like answering questions to people and shit. So that shit was weird for me. But yeah, I went to every prison in Florida except for Gaston. I did that in 3 years. I went in there being an asshole. I said, I'm gonna cut up. I'm gonna show my ass. And that's what I thought I was gonna do. So when I R&O from Broward, they put me at Homestead. While I get on Homestead, they chose me, Inmate Spikes, to do a random drug test. Remind y'all, I was just home 2 weeks ago. Home. I failed that bitch. They ain't want to hear it. Locked my ass up in the box for 60 days straight. First time in prison, I in the box 60 days straight. So when I got out, they gave me a funky ass crack ass my bunk in the open base, snoring and all. I snapped out. Me and her got in an argument. Back to the holding cell I went until it was time for me to get a real, assigned to my prison, which was Homestead. So I went to Homestead. Soon as I got there, everything was cool. Got my little blues and shit, seeing how the compound was. It's really like, at first I seen it as like a high school sleepover that a bitch can't go home. Wrong. That shit was way worse than that. That shit was nasty. Like disgusting. The showers, the food, the humans, the fucking COs, like everything about that shit was like not cool at all. So I was there for a little while. Then I don't know what happened. Oh, I tried to be good. After like a year of being on the compound, I mean, a lot of shit happened to me while I was there. But I tried to be good so I can go to work release or whatever. So in my time trying to get the work release,
Turned you gay a little bit.
I went gay a little bit. A little gay for the stay. A little bit. A little bit, you know what I mean? Still got me a bitch out here. Nah, but for real. So, yeah. I tried to do good so I can go to work release. So in that time, I got transported to Lowell. Yeah, I won't even believe what happened when I got to Lowell. A fucking hurricane hit Florida. I was stuck there. I was supposed to be there for like 2 weeks just to transfer to work release. I was stuck there for like 4 fucking months in the nastiest fucking female prison ever. Lowell. Like on the main compound. Shit was nasty. So, oh shit, my phone ringing. iPhone. No, I'm just playing. No, for real. But it was like in the nastiest prison ever. So me being there, I was writing my mama. I was talking to my classification officer. Like, this shit was supposed to be like a trans, you know what I mean? Just transition phase. Like, why am I stuck here? Then, my mama talked to the people, talked to Tallahassee, got my ass up out of there. I ended up going to work release in St. Pete. I thought this was going to be a sweet ass dream. Last little year and some change in the work release. Man, I get the work release. I don't think I was mentally ready for the world. God had to show me something. Because when I went to work release, I still went with that a bitch can't tell me shit attitude. I was in work release for 3 motherfucking days. I ain't even get a chance to go to get my real clothes dropped off to me. 3 days, they gave me a disrespect charge and locked my dumb ass right back up. And being that Hillsborough correction was the only thing close to St. Pete, I went there. That shit was a faith-based camp, so I thought it was a cupcake camp. That shit had nothing but like 20 officers, 3 dorms. So I was like, shit, I can do the rest of my little time here. Did like maybe like 6 months there. And then they knocked on my motherfucking bed and